Look at the headlines that came out of that city this past weekend. You look at the last few years. For the city of Chicago, the governor of Illinois, and the party to try to argue that all is well in Chicago and it's not that bad is insane.
Sean, this is not buttering you up. It's just factual. There's almost no one in the country better able to analyze this. You know Trump, you know the military, you know intergovernmental affairs, and you know public relations. What's going to happen in Chicago between now and when this gets resolved? Will we see National Guard, active military? What are we going to see on the ground? Defending the Apple Store on the Miracle Mile, hopefully, because that's what needs defending.
As Chris Cuomo would say, let's get after it.
Let's get after it. That's what he says. Let's get after it.
Hat tip to Chris Holiday in the chat. I do look at it.
Yeah.
So look, I think you hear me say all the time, the politics and the policies. Dan's right on the politics on this. If he sends him in and crime goes down, he then can draw a huge contrast. And I think Trump wants to do this. There's on the policy part of this, Kristi Noem has every right to send in as many ICE agents. They're federal agents. They're 1811s in federal government parlance, which means that there's no federalizing them. They are federal agents. They have jurisdiction in all of the 50 states and our territories. So that part he's 100% clear on. He can send as many FBI, ICE, DEA, ATF, whatever, and he's 100% solid on that. If he sends the Guard in, and this is what you guys, where we've been clear on this, the Title 10 versus the Title 32, the court ruling, while it was limited to that jurisdiction, still is going to, you have to prove that there's an insurrection that you're trying to address. And as much as crime is on the rise and probably, unrealistic for a lot of people to live with or unsustainable in Chicago, I don't know that it rises to the level of an insurrection. And I think that's where he will get rebuffed. And the one last thing I'll say this.
But Sean, does he do it almost hoping to be rebuffed?
Right, and that's why I said you're right on politics. But the other thing you got to understand about why DC's working is it's the mayor, like they're working hand in glove. So the troops are on one corner, the cops can go do it. It's actually them relieving the cops of certain things to allow them to go do their jobs. So if the Guard shows up and just stands on the Miracle Mile, whether the Apple Store or through a bunch of hotels, yes, you will probably see crime go down.